Feelings, you know, people do, they open their hearts, they open their lives, they open their homes, and if it's not with the right person, then, it's no different than to me in being in real life. But I think sometimes it's even 10 times worse because you are behind a screen, you get to hide, you don't have to show your face to that person. The only thing they know of you is your voice, and so people tend to hide behind that. Now, I think
Right.
relationships can be, they come in many different forms, men, women, 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 men, men, shout out to my LGBT. Um, and you and I have talked about this before. Honestly, my LGBT, I give it to them because through thick and thin, they make it work.
Right. That's true.
That's true. And it's been said, it's factual. You can look in, and look at the facts of that, that have been shared,
Right.
on the different marriages and partnerships, and they tend to last the longest. And you have to ask yourself, why. But I think it's just a fact of people don't want to be honest. Some people come in here, they think it's a game, and because
Mm.
it's a game, they treat it like a game, and therefore they don't understand that that person is a real person on the other side. And so they're just like running amok, and
Right.
people are getting hurt behind it. And then people are getting, and I'm talking men and women, I'm not just talking women. There's some men that have been hurt because of women's actions, and whatever is going on in their life, yeah, okay, that's fine. But it's, to me, it's like, it's just be upfront. And so I think you can have really good relationships in SL, and that doesn't just mean a love relationship between two people. I'm talking about, you have family relationships, you have business relationships, you have friendships, you know but it's all depending on you being as authentic as you can. Because to me, my avatar is a reflection of me. I'm no different. I'm no different in real life. What I do in real life, I actually bring to Second Life. I have a business in Second Life that helped me build my real life business. And so, I find a lot of people to not be who they say they are. And, shout out to, those real business owners, but the ones that really have CEO above their head and really don't understand what it takes to be a CEO. And if you've never been a CEO in real life, you're really not going to know how to treat that in Second Life, because there a lot of that goes along, or business owner, goes along a lot, a long way with that. But I just think that people need to be careful when they're in relationships, and it's all relationships, and really just be as authentic as they can.
I hear you on that. I hear you on that totally. I mean, my thing too is just the whole thing behind it for me is that concept that what you got going on in real life, it does, no matter if you are behind the screen, it's going to translate in SL, because at the end of the day, you can make your avatar look how you want it to. You can be the buffest guy in the world or the most curviest lady in the world, but your attitude stink, you stink. Sorry. That's what it is. I'm just keeping it real. All right. I mean, but on the flip side, if you're hiding stuff and you're not trying to do that, okay, that's cool. But this is where the communication come in. Let the person know. If you communicate, here's where I want our SL relationship to be. Here's where these are the things I'm with, these are the things I'm not with. If you can set that tone in the beginning, that foundation, that sets the whole premise for everything. Because let's face it, people grow, people change as time goes on. But if that foundation is still steady, then no matter what changes are, like a house, it moves, the foundation stays structured, everything will still stay complete. You might get some cracks here and there, but you fill those in, everything is good, because it's a constant going back, it's a constant maintenance, right? On this thing, it's like the minute that it don't work out because of some argument or disagreement or whatever, then it's like I don't even want to be with you. And then with SL, let's face it, 2 weeks can seem like at least 4 months in SL time. So, I mean, there you are in a new relationship. But did you learn anything from the previous relationship? Because if you didn't, guess what? You're gonna repeat that again. I think that with this show, Paint Sip and Relationships, Yeah, we're gonna be doing some painting. Yeah, we're gonna sip a sip. But at the same time, it's gonna be brought to you different sides of relationships. Some, perspectives may come from the single side, someone that's, people who are single by choice, not trying to be in no relationship and have the Mr. and Mrs. or blah 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 in my partner box, right? They just want to be able to do what they want to do. Stress is enough in real life. Come on here and just be able to do whatever you like to do, hang out with whoever you want to hang out, and that's fine. Same with the poly relationship, right? I mean, so I think it's going to be different views that are going to be expressed on here, which is in a positive way, because it's so easy to fall into the negative. We have enough negative going on in SL as well as RL. So to be able to have a positive where it can be like, hey, that felt good, or that was a good interaction right there. I think that's what this show is going to bring to light.
No, I would agree, and like you said, it's the single life. People choose to be single for a reason. Then you have the heterosexual. We have just the different. Even getting into poly, even getting there's all kinds of things. Swingers. There's people do different things. They like different things, and that's okay. But my whole thing is, there's who are we to judge what people are doing? Who are we to put down the gauntlet and tell you that you're wrong for the way that you want to live your life? I don't have to report to you, or you don't report to me for how you do whatever you do. So I truly believe that let people do what they want to do, live their best life. SL is a great place for creativity. So many things you can do. I mean, I've seen universities in here, we've seen Playboy in here, we've seen even some big time designers in here, because it's a platform that they can test things out with. And so what better place to just be who you want to be? You want to be a fairy, you want to be a furry, you want to be a whale, you want to be a truck. Be whatever you want to be, but don't judge because of that. And I think that's what sometimes also puts strain on a lot of relationships in here, is because I may think you should be doing something else, and so I'm going to tell you, hey Bryson, I think you need to do this. That might not even be you. Why can't I
True.
just let you be you and accept you for you? you
Right.
know um and I think sometimes people get caught up in that, instead of trying to be the best that they can be. We get caught up in, let me see how I control the other person, or what I can get from the other person. And so I think, by this is really going to kind of bring some of that latitude into it. It's going to bring some of the realism into it, whether you're in an SL relationship and you're married in real life. I mean, both of us, we have people that are doing that, and they've been in here 14, 15 years, and they're doing it successfully.
Yep.
And they know each other's partners in real life and travel together. So
Right.
there's a way to do relationships the right way. And I think it's about time that people started talking about that, instead of just giving this negative connotation to relationships in itself.
Yeah, I think we need to pay attention to what you painting over there, because I know I'm putting it down over here, with these
I need you to
coloring
stay.
stuff.
I need you to stay in your lane. Okay.
I'm just saying,
I need you to stay in your lane.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go and put these in the event for
Pro-
fifteen
you know
ninety
what? You
nine.
you
You
drew
know what
you
I'm
drew a
saying?
stick figure over there. I know. It's all good. Because I know you can't paint, and you probably got paint all over your shirt. It's
You
all
know
good.
what? That's all right. That's all right. It's mine. I'm gonna put my little initials on there, and we gonna see let it do what it do. That's what I'm saying.
Put your
So
initials on there. Put your initials on there. I want them to see who does best. Okay.
yeah.
I'm just
Well,
saying.
I
Mm.
look forward to it, and I'm glad that you joining me on this show, and we're gonna make this happen. So, paint, sip, and relationships coming soon.